Dun,
Hello
dun,
there,
dun.
Gia. Oh, are
Hello,
you going to
Keisha.
sing for us
No, I
today?
was just doing kind of a dun dun dun. Here we go.
Like it's Meet the Press
Oh
or
yeah,
something
kind of.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just like that.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, here we are. And, Gia, just because we're professionals, and I think
Yep.
everybody knows that at this point, and we had three sort of busy days in a way.
Yeah, yeah. Soapy busy. Yeah.
Yeah. I took notes, Gia. I
Oh
took
my
notes.
gosh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay, you're
I
just trying to
I
make me look bad.
No, no.
But,
I'm just trying to make the two of us look less bad.
okay. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, it is hard because we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And we had I was afraid we might overlook something, because sometimes that happens and then you realize once we've logged off, like, "Oh shit, there was a pretty major thing that we missed." And actually a lot of this wasn't super major, but it was pleasant.
Yeah, well, we had some pleasant shifts. I felt like
Yes, yes.
some
Mhm.
shifting and
Mhm.
also just some good soapy like we had somebody shoved in the pool. We had
Mhm.
various blackmail situations.
Mhm.
um
Mhm.
I don't know what else, but I just got thinking like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Do you wanna go back to Tuesday? Do you wanna start at the
Yeah, well,
beginning?
you kick us off since you got the notes there, little Miss Studious one.
Okay. Well, first we had, like, the aftermath of Maxie's collapse. So,
Yeah, yeah.
that was all scary. She got taken to
It
the hospital.
was. I found myself wondering, like, we know the reality of that
Mhm.
actor is moving to
Mhm.
Nashville and taking a few
Mhm.
months off. So we all
Yeah.
know, like, so
Yeah.
our stakes in this are not what they would be if we didn't. I mean, sure, there are people watching that don't know
Mhm.
that, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
right? Are there any casual viewers that like don't follow, you know?
Probably, yeah, and sometimes I don't look at those sort of headlines because, then you have to
It's
just make
hard.
sure,
Yeah, it's hard not. Yeah.
and then it just gets disappointing to know those facts.
I just
Um
got wondering, like, how I was like kind of okay, not okay with it.
Mhm.
It was still pretty heart wrenching to see
Yeah,
Maxie down and to
yeah,
see her in the hospital bed with a ventilator and
mhm,
everybody weeping and
yeah.
but I in my head I'm like, but it's okay, it's okay
Yeah.
because we know she's
I
coming back,
know.
you know.
Right, right, right. Yeah, that's true. I did keep telling myself, "She's not gonna die, she's not gonna die."
Yeah,
It was still, I mean, they did push it to the brink. Um, and, God, there's so much to comment on, but one of the things I liked, which I don't think I made a note of, was, after she was saved by Lucas and Elizabeth and everything, and he was sort of, like, still trying to process it, with Elizabeth.
he and Elizabeth, yeah, yep.
Yeah, and he was still sort of freaked out, and when he talked about losing Sam, like, I liked that he didn't seem like one of these invincible sort of doctors who doesn't absorb all of this loss, and has
Yeah,
fear, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
And then when she comforted him and he's like, "You're such a great nurse," I loved that.
I know that was another thing that we had in these 3 days is we had some nice little friendship
Yes, lots of that.
scenarios or
Yeah.
what's the word you like? Tableau? Were they tableau?
Yeah, or vignettes or
Vignette.
something.
That's what it was. I knew it was something fancy.
But yeah,
But
I love those little
yeah,
two-person things. Yeah, there were
and
so
we had
many good ones.
quite a bit of that. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
And and that's the Lucas that we're kind of used to, not the one that like went off on Willow. I still kind of don't know what that's about, but
Yeah, that was, I think they played that wrong or a little too
yeah,
hard.
too much or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then, like, also I'm thinking underneath all of this devastation, and this was traumatic for Lucas, it seemed like as much as anybody else, to have Maxie, like, her life in his hands, and to know that Sidwell is the guy behind it, we're pretty sure, right? And so that's
Yeah, but
Marco.
nobody's brought that up yet.
No, no, they're
Oh, you
just
mean
looking
we
in.
know that? Yeah,
We know that.
we think that. We think that
Yeah,
anyway. Yeah.
right, right. And
Yeah.
if I don't know if I keep hoping now that Liesl will somehow become involved in the investigation into this
Yeah, Liesl
enzyme.
is smarter. We need Liesl and or Joss on this.
Yeah, yeah.
Not Anna. Anna,
Not Anna. No.
yeah.
Nice that she asked a question about the enzyme and thought it could be poisoning. That was good of her.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. She's been a little bit sharper as a cop.
A little bit.
But yeah,
But no,
Liesl
yeah.
will hone in, I would think, on something if there's something to hone in on.
Yeah, I really hope so, because then that would also lift her in everybody's eyes, if she saved the day.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was wondering how bummed Maxie was that she had to do her scenes with the ventilator thing in her mouth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's hard that. Like when you're at the dentist and you have to have your mouth propped like that for so
Uh-huh.
long.
Yeah, that's very uncomfortable.
Uh,
Yeah.
that's
I
been a
thought
little
her
bit
her
for
n
me, but
yeah, her nails looked fantastic, though.
oh, I didn't notice her nails. What did they what did they have on it? I didn't
They
even
had,
notice
like, a
that.
sort of a pinkish, like, a nice pink manicure. Like, I don't even have nails,
I was
so
gonna say it's odd of you to
yeah.
our friend's nails are actually just weird like skin nubs, you
Yeah, they
know.
are. They're pretty awful looking. Yeah.
Creepy skin nubs. And
Thank you. Thank you. I'm always afraid when I'm working at the bookstore that people are horrified when I ring them up.
you could start wearing little dresses and gloves and be like
I
that
could.
could be your shtick,
Proper lady.
like a lady, with a
Yeah.
couple strings of pearls, and that'd be funny.
Yeah.
You could really elevate the tone there.
That's true. I could, couldn't I? I don't
Yeah.
people would really think of that, I think, as a cry for help if suddenly I was wearing dresses and
But
pearls.
you could explain it's just because of the creepy skin.
It's what everybody wants, but everyone's afraid to ask for.
Anyway,
Uh,
I didn't notice her nails. I did find myself wondering, like, is somebody gonna help and like clean up her eye makeup and stuff while
I
she's
know.
lying there?
I
That
was
would be
thinking that
very,
too.
yeah,
Yeah. I didn't
uncomfortable
know.
and not probably
Right.
not hygienic to keep eye makeup on like that.
Exactly. Yeah, I would think one of the procedures would be to clean off a person's
Yeah, but
face.
it's better to look good, I guess. But anyway, it's hard, and I mean, I was glad we got to see Mac and Spinelli, who we haven't seen
Yeah,
either of
yeah.
them in
Mhm,
quite a while.
mhm.
Um, and so maybe this will get a little more of Mac in the storyline. I haven't seen any headlines about him. Do we know if he's well in real life? I hope so.
I hope so too. He looked good, I think. It seems like
Yeah,
they're just, like, stringing along all these actors and just pulling them
I
in
guess so.
at
Pulling him
the
in. Yeah,
bare minimum amount of times or something,
yeah,
which is too bad for them and for us.
yeah. I
But
also
yeah,
wondered. I kept
mhm.
having like real life intervene or
Uh-huh.
intersect with I was thinking about when Felicia was in Maxie's room, kind of, talking to her
Yeah.
and crying. I was thinking
Yeah.
about like, so this woman lost an adult
Yeah.
child, but in real
Yeah.
life, and how
Yeah.
hard it must be to do a scene like that.
Mhm. Yeah. I
That's
know.
gotta be hard. Ugh.
I know. I got choked up a few times, and there were sort of weird, unexpected times, but it was all related to the Maxie storyline.
What was
Um,
what was a weird, unexpected time?
I think
Like
when
a
Cody was talking to Tracy,
oh
that was one
yeah,
time.
yeah.
We love seeing those 2 together, don't we?
Yeah, Tracy for the win this week.
Yeah,
I loved
yeah.
seeing her mucking out the stalls and, with her hair a little
Yeah,
messed
yeah.
up, and she still looks like fantastic even like that. But
Mhm, mhm.
what a wonderful friend and mentor she can be.
Yeah, she's so tender when she wants to be.
Yeah. That's why
And
I
when
hate thinking about what they did with her and Sasha, which never made sense.
no, it didn't. Yeah, I don't know if maybe it was the proportion of hostility to nice moments, you know, it was too lopsided into the,
Yeah,
like,
I
but
guess so. But
I don't
anyway,
know. But yeah, she's much better with Cody overall.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn, she was.
And Brooklyn, yeah, that was another one. Just seeing Brooklyn sort of at a loss and isolated, that also made me sad.
Yeah. Okay, I've probably
Um
gotten you way off your notes now. You want to go back
No,
to your
that's
notes?
okay. Well, it feels like there are other things that happened Tuesday that I guess we should address, including
All right.
The Joss Vaughn shower
Oh,
into
yeah,
the
yeah.
bed scenario.
Yeah, they got it on. They got it on. And then they got all awkward, which I kind of liked.
I did too, but I felt like what I took away from that was that Joss sort of regretted it. Like, I think she was feeling so vulnerable in the moments after killing this guy, you know, that she needed to be comforted. And Vaughn kind of took it too far. I think he should have been the one to put the brakes
Hmm.
on that.
Hmm. Okay.
That's my thought.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see it as anybody taking advantage. I saw it as like an outpouring of emotion on both their parts.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, but I just
But
felt
you
like
think he should have been like the bigger guy there and said, "Hey, you're not in the right space for this," kind
yeah,
of.
kind of realized what it was, that it
Yeah.
wasn't just, you know, it wasn't just lust. It was something different, I think.
Yeah.
I could be
I
wrong.
don't
I could
know.
be wrong.
No,
Maybe
no,
it
I don't
was
know.
just
There's not like
awkwardness.
well, yeah, there's not like a wrong or right, I don't think. It's just I feel like Joss knows her own mind.
Yeah, usually, I think.
So I feel like if Joss didn't want it to go there, she wouldn't have gone
She
there.
wouldn't have gone there. Maybe
But
not.
maybe I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, maybe it would have been nice if they'd had him pause for a moment and like ask, is do you want to do are you sure this is what you want right now or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
that might have been good. But I just liked how awkward they were both being,
Mhm. Mhm.
looking at the bed and what have you.
Looking at the bed, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and also, haven't they sort of, like, crossed a line as agents that they probably shouldn't have? Or is
Yeah,
that
but
just
don't
something
all the
nobody talks?
agents sleep
I know,
together? Have I just
maybe
seen
it's just
too many Bond movies where they're
right,
always
right, yeah, maybe it's that's sort of it seems like that's the case, so maybe everybody just sorta winks and says, "Yeah, yeah, we're cool. Nothing's
yeah, when
happened."
you're on a stakeout, what
Yeah,
happens on the stakeout stays at the
yeah,
um
yeah.
I don't know though. But I mean, we knew it was going there. I still really enjoyed that shower scene and
Mhm, mhm,
the comforting and her
mhm,
like her kind of losing it, and I don't know. I
mhm.
thought that was effective.
I
Yeah,
did
but whether
too,
or not they
yeah.
should have slept together, I don't know, who knows.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how I guess how they continue to deal with each other. Um,
Yeah,
and then also we had Jason finally talking
Jason
to
and
Britt,
Britt.
which
Yeah,
didn't go maybe as he expected
yeah,
it
she
to.
was spicy, huh?
She was, she was sort of a woman scorned, I guess.
But did you read into that this was all to drive him away for his own protection?
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely part of it, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
she knew he shouldn't be there.
Yeah, but
Um,
I did like all the zingers she landed about, I
yeah,
always, it's always about Carly
yeah,
ultimately with him.
yeah,
And
mhm.
she's not wrong, you
She's
know.
not wrong, she's not wrong, nope, and he knows that, he didn't even really try to fight her on that.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he wasn't terribly articulate in that
No, it was sort of
business.
classic Jason.
Yeah, a little tongue tied.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I liked all her unloading, but of course, in that you could feel that sort of frantic, like I'm trying to drive you away, and he knows that, you know.
yeah, yeah,
So
right, right, but he's not gonna force himself on her, you know, he's not gonna
yeah,
insist that he stay until she tell him the truth, so who knows
yeah.
what his next move will be.
What the dealio is here? What is the dealio?
Yeah, and then she made that call, so I don't know what that means for
I know.
Jason,
I
you
don't know.
know? or is she gonna just maybe say they need to move, or something like that? I don't
And
know.
then Joss is going to get in the mix. And
Yeah, yeah.
are Joss and Jason going to team up?
I don't know. That's gonna freak Jason right out when he sees Joss
Yeah.
there, you know?
Yeah. That's going to be something. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And so Vaughn must know who Jason is, right?
Yeah, you would think so, but he does seem sort of ill-informed about the people around him. Like, it seems like he should be a little
Yeah.
better informed about Joss's history anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
and
and
he
he
wasn't.
almost should have recognized Britt, that would have helped their case a lot if he had recognized
Yeah,
her
if
right off the
yeah,
bat.
yeah. It seems like he should have. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would think, I mean, he's been in town, so I mean, Jason's
Mhm.
a player, a major player, right? So,
Yeah, he's like public enemy number 2 after Sonny.
yeah, so anyway, yeah, we'll have to see how that all unfolds.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy. I mean, it's good to. I forgot how like sort of yeah, Brit can be like, ooh, she really like she's just what's the word, incisive.
Yeah, yeah, and like what you want her to say, and she's never gonna say that thing. She's gonna stick to her guns and her position.
Yeah, yeah, I like that about her.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
she's
Mhm.
I don't know, she's got some grit. She's just
Yeah.
not she's no shrinking violet.
No, no, she's not. And she's trying so hard, I think, to be independent, to
If she
not
were a cat, would she be orange or would she be a calico?
I'm gonna say calico.
A calico? All right. I think
Yeah.
so too, yeah. If she were a horse.
Oh, come
What
on.
you haven't mentioned is we had a fair amount of like references to horses and just
Yeah, yeah.
time in the stables and the Molly stuff was about horses. We had a
Yeah,
fair amount of
yeah, we haven't gotten to all the horror stuff, have we? I like to
yeah,
save that for our final 5 minutes,
when nobody's listening anymore.
and I can just sort of nod off.
Yeah, all right. Well, we won't say what kind of horse she would be, but
A
she
beautiful
would
horse.
she would, yeah, she wouldn't be a draft horse, she'd be a warm blood, she'd be spicy.
Okay. Draft horses aren't warm blood?
Um, I don't know. I mean, they're all warm blood, right? But like
Yeah, I would think so.
they refer to like
Huh,
thoroughbreds and stuff as a warm blood. So I don't know. I'll have to, we should
okay.
ask your friend that was way more into horses. I'm just going on my childhood knowledge. So
Okay, alright, well,
I'll have to
Bailey,
find
think
out.
about that, would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
Alright.
What else you got? That was
Okay.
Tuesday.
Thank you. Yeah, we still have
You're
stuff. Let me
welcome.
see. Oh god. Okay. This is less interesting, but we had Michael talking to Diane and Sonny about the assault and the whole like looming threat from Drew. All of that
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that ran through all 3 days, didn't it? Like the Drew
Yeah,
shit.
the whole the Drew shit and I mean, it got kind of fun when nobody would admit to seeing it. Like that was
Yeah, yeah.
watching his eyes bug out further and further, and
Yeah, everybody downplaying it like he's
yeah,
just some sort of a sissy, you
yeah,
know? Yeah, including Elizabeth. She did a good job sort of trying to walk the line of being professional, but also letting him know he was a bit of a
oh yeah,
dink.
like you're gonna have to wait for hours, and yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
kind of
We have
funny.
actual emergencies.
Yeah,
Um
um, I mean, that's the kind of day when you like pay for extras to like. So that was supposed to be in the
Yeah.
emergency room.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
At least have a few people like hanging on the desk with blood,
Yeah.
and
Even, like,
like
just throw Pascal in the background. We probably wouldn't
yeah.
recognize him right away.
Don't you think there's plenty of people that would just come in for free and be like people in the hospital? Like I
I
would.
think so. Yeah, I would too. I could,
Oh, here
like,
you
wear
go. I couldn't wait for Bailey. I'm sorry. All horses are warm-blooded,
Yes, okay.
endothermic animals, meaning they
Uh-huh.
maintain a relatively constant internal body temperature. The
Thank you.
terms hot-blooded, warm-blooded, and cold-blooded used in reference to horses are actually referring to temperament and breeding characteristics rather
Ah,
than their body temperature. So that's
so
really what, yeah.
so she'd be hot-blooded, Brit would.
Check it and see. Yeah.
I I set that
You
up
walk,
for
you
you.
rock right into that, baby.
You're welcome, everyone. A little foreigner. Didn't
Yeah,
expect that, did you?
gotta respect them.
You got to. Um, so Jason would be sort of a cold-blooded horse.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because he's so calm,
Would that
right?
make
Yeah.
him a draft horse then?
I guess so, but that's hard to like think about him as a draft horse because he's not like a chunky, you know.
It
I'm
is.
having a hard time with this analogy.
Okay. All right. That's probably enough. Then if you've
Okay.
had
All
enough
right.
of the horse talk, then I imagine
Yeah.
everyone else has
Yeah.
too.
It's not
Uh,
working as an analogy, but
okay. Well, we can return to it one other time if you
all
want
right.
to
So yeah, we
today.
had all that stuff, which was kind of
Yeah.
like whatever. I'm just sort of the whole ADA Turner Sunny
Mhm.
stuff is
Yeah.
I, it's a little tiresome and
Yeah, yeah, that part of it, I don't think we need, I don't even know how that's gonna play out, but as far as the
yeah.
Drew Michael situation goes, I mean, it's good that she's seen Drew's true colors.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only piece of that her relationship with Sonny that's brought us useful, interesting
Yes,
stuff.
that's true. Yeah. Can I give a
Uh,
fashion shout out while and can I
hey,
interject?
sure, sure, go ahead.
Diane wears a pantsuit like nobody's
Oh,
business. Like
she does, she
2 days in a
does.
row, she was wearing one was kind of an aqua thing, and then the next day
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
little more. It was another sort of a blue, but more like a sea foam or something.
Seafoam, yeah, yeah,
Oh, you
mhm.
love a sea foam, don't
I
you?
love a
Sea
seafoam.
foam.
That's
Every
what I would name
freaking paint chip in your house is a sea foam.
I would name my pony Seafoam.
Sea foam. That'd be funny. It's a weird name. Anyway, she just like I wouldn't even want to see her in a casual outfit because she just like looks professional in this like powerful, sexy way. Like I don't know what it is. Is it posture? Is it grooming? Is it all of the above?
And it's a lot of sass, a lot of attitude.
I guess so. I don't know.
Yeah, but,
I
like, a
couldn't
lot
pull
of
it off.
time you don't think you could pull that off?
But next dress up party you have, we could try that.
We'll wear power suits.
Yeah.
We'll both and they also wear those spike heels, so we would have to wear power
Yeah.
suits, spike
Yeah.
heels, and which one of us would pitch our head right into the computer monitor?
I know I was gonna say that would be in the emergency room because
Yeah.
we'd break our legs probably. But
Snap
anyway,
our ankles.
she
Yeah.
she just really like even more. I mean, Alexis always looks sharp in that kind of suit thing too. But
Mhm.
Diane like is the winner of the whole show as far as the
Totally, totally.
professional suit look. I think.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you see women in those business suits, either like on TV or even just commercials, I always think, God, that would suck to have to wear something like that all the time. And they don't look like they're at home in those clothes, but she does. She looks like
She
she
looks like
was
she's
born to wear
gonna
a power suit.
like she could rule the world in that
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
yeah. So go Diane.
Maybe dressing like that would make you feel like that. You know? Like, maybe, like, you just
If I just sat in my
kind
bed
of fake it
working
till you make
remotely
it. Yeah, yeah.
in my power
Yeah.
suit.
Well, you would only have to wear half the power suit, right? Because you're probably only half on your screen when you're in your
Yeah,
power
yeah,
meetings, yeah.
that's true. That would be funny.
Maybe you'd be taken more seriously or something.
Well, that I couldn't be taken less seriously. So Oh dear.
That's my one. Oh, my other fashion shout out was moving to today. I loved
Okay.
Nina and Ava at the
Ooh, Ava's
pool.
blouse. Yeah.
Ava's blouse and Nina's, I guess it was a dress, but it was a
Yeah. Yeah.
very interesting print or whatever it was.
Yes, yes, they looked lovely
They
together,
looked
and
quite nice. Yeah.
I liked how Nina was right back at the pool as if nothing had happened, you
I know.
know?
Oh yeah, her getting shoved in the pool, and her little when she looked over at like the table full of people, like, hey, hey, how you doing? I was like, oh my god, she's got so much comic, so many comic
Yeah,
chops, so much comic
yeah,
stuff. I'm not saying it
yeah.
right,
She's
and you know
got
what I mean.
comic chops, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
yeah. Thank
days,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much. I'm here all week. Kind of a yeah. That was funny, and those two
Yeah.
like that was just. I bet they enjoy those scenes. Like
They
I get to
must.
throw you in the pool.
Yeah, yeah. And even though like I mean we knew they were gonna have that scene, right? We didn't necessarily know Nina would wind up in the pool, but we knew there was gonna be an argument, right, about
Yeah, and
all
I
of
didn't.
that.
I thought Carly was being unfair.
Yeah.
Again, not the things she was saying were untrue, but the degree
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like everybody, like she's saying just what Willow was saying is that if you'd come forward
Mhm.
about sleeping
Mhm.
with Drew, none of this
Mhm.
would have happened. I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true either, and we just don't know that because Willow was she was just in so deep. She wasn't listening to
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah, and you see what happened today, and you go,
Mhm.
okay,
Oh my god.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
kinda chilling, and he played her so
Or
diabolically.
did he? Because when she went to go in for the hug, we see her like cringing. Was
Yeah,
that supposed to signal to us that she's playing him now?
you think she's just trying to get his help, but knows full well that he's just an
I
evil
I'm
bastard?
holding out the hope that that's what's going on, and that then she'll, I don't know,
Yeah, maybe,
kick
maybe.
him or something. I don't know, but I was like, I like you. I was like, oh, the hairs on the back of my neck were standing. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh no,
yeah.
here he goes. It's
Oh,
working. Like,
I know.
oh,
Well, and then just like when Nina saw that, imagine how devastated
oh,
she
I
would
know.
be to think that,
Oh,
that Willow really hadn't made any progress. That's what it looks like,
yeah.
you know? But maybe you're right. Maybe Willow's got some game plan of her own at this point. We have to
But
hope she does.
what I worry about that is, I mean, while I hope that that's true, that she wouldn't be under Drew's power again, is that are
Mhm.
we seeing this more Nell side of Willow emerge in that
Yeah.
she
Huh.
herself is becoming more and more manipulative and
Right, right.
um,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Because
Not evil,
yeah.
but that she's
She's feeling like what she was doing wasn't working, and she has to try new tactics,
yeah. And I mean,
basically.
really, like who could blame her at this point?
Yeah, yeah.
She's a
Mhm,
woman who's kind of like been knocked down to the like very bottom
mhm.
peg.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But,
she's
like
gonna have to use her own
right.
whatever ingenuity to get
Uh-huh.
what get what she
Y
wants. But
yeah, yeah. Man, but if sh I hope she does see Drew, like, very clearly now, just like when he said he was afraid she would never see her kids again, it's like he was just, like, just twisting the knife, you know? Like,
oh yeah, he was completely evil. All because
uh
all of that was they were lies. Like what he was
yeah.
saying about, well, Nina
Yeah.
wouldn't let me, and all it was
Yep, yep,
all
yep, yep.
So
Mhm.
they've pitched him headlong into
Yeah.
bad guy territory, as far as I
Total
can
bad
tell.
guy yeah, and it like, you asked last time, about his motivation, like, did he sincerely wanna help Willow? Does he really care about her?
Yeah,
And
is there any kernel of compassion in him, or is it all whatever?
yeah, and now I think it's just, like, he just wants to, like, ruin everybody, but still maintain his position as a hero, I think, to her.
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't know, but I mean, I don't know how he could possibly think that she sees him as a hero at this point, but he seems to think it's still possible, right? If he can get the kids back, that
Yeah,
somehow
yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I did notice. I mean, did you notice the kind of look on her face? Like she almost looked like she had like a little shiver or
Yeah, like
like
she didn't
a
wanna
look
go
of
all in.
revulsion. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 that
But
was
he did that. He
awful.
was doing that velociraptor posture again, you
Oh,
know.
he totally was, yeah, he was terrible, terrible
Yeah.
man. Okay. So, yeah, we've still got a lot to go, Gia,
Oh,
believe it or
okay. I'm
not.
sorry. Go back to your notes. Are we on
That's okay,
Wednesday
that's,
yet?
we are. And we've
Okay,
kinda
good.
run through today with some of this stuff at this point. But, okay, so we have Curtis meeting with Alexis, and then Stella joins them about the whole
Oh,
insurance
yeah.
fraud thing.
Okay. I've got a
Yeah.
few things to say about this.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, just I was like, I know, I seem to have some like issue with Curtis no matter what, and it's probably more about me than anything else. I don't know, but I'll own that. I'll own that because
Okay.
I know I'm like reminding myself he's trying to help his auntie,
His
but
auntie. Mhm.
I found it paternalistic,
Mhm.
which is bad in my book.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So in so far, this character Stella, which is occasionally annoying because she's, a busybody, but
Yeah.
we've been led to believe that she's truly competent, beyond
Yes.
competent, and has been
Yes.
working this in this
Yes.
field for what'd she say,
Mhm.
30 years or
30
something.
years, yep, mhm. Yep.
But she needs Curtis to step in and save her.
Mhm.
And she doesn't know that what she did was fraud, and she's acting like this is the first time that that information has been presented to her, and it's like I'm not buying. I'm just sorry. I know they're doing this because
Mhm.
we've got
Right.
this Drew thing
Right.
going, but
Right.
I feel like
Mhm.
it sort of dumbed her down a little bit
Yeah.
when we've
Uh-huh.
seen nothing but a strong, very
Uh-huh.
intelligent, very competent
Yeah. Yeah.
person, and I thought
Uh-huh.
it didn't ring true. I found it annoyed me.
Yeah. Your point is well taken, Gia. Yeah.
Thank you. Take it.
Because I think you're right. I think she would understand exactly what fraud is. And I mean, that's why, like, she knows what she was doing was wrong. And so she has to know that that means it's fraud. Um, how about if she had been confiding in Tracy about this and Tracy said, "My God, you have to get a lawyer." Because I think in a way,
Are you rewriting the scene to make it more palatable? Is that what you're?
yeah. Well, then because it wouldn't be paternalistic if it was a lady telling her.
Well, and that's the thing is that it's not Curtis going to her and saying, Aunt Stella, I
Right,
would love
right.
to get you a lawyer. It's like being ambushed by
Yeah,
him
yeah.
setting this up with a
Right,
lawyer
right,
already
right.
there, and
Yeah,
she's not even
yeah.
part of any of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know,
Yep.
like I
Mhm.
picked a lawyer for you. This is your lawyer.
Mhm.
It's like
Mhm.
what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm older than you. I've been on this earth a lot longer than you, and I can make my own
Mhm.
choices and decisions. And
Mhm. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just don't like his. We've got a lot of guys that want to come riding in on the white horse. I just
Mhm.
wanted to get horses back in here, with the
I
with the
figured.
cape and everything. And I think Curtis.
Yeah.
They always go there with Curtis, like he's trying to
They
be a hero
do.
too.
They do. Yeah, yeah, they do, and I don't
I know
know.
you love him because he's hot, and he is.
Well, I feel like he's mostly a good guy, mostly. I mean, these days it's maybe the
Yeah,
jury's
yeah. Those
out.
those aren't like bad guy characteristics to me. It's just
Yeah.
uh, I wouldn't want a guy around me that behaved that way. He'd be hearing from me,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
about
Uh-huh.
those issues.
Right. Yeah, and I think you're right. It wouldn't have hurt if he had just maybe reminded her that these things move fast and that it
Yeah, like
wouldn't
this is
hurt.
serious. It wouldn't hurt to get a lawyer. Do
Yeah.
you want me to engage
Right,
Alexis for this?
right. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, did any of that occur to you, or do I just have some like stick up my butt about the whole?
Well, I had a feeling that that's how you would respond. And I
But
thought,
you didn't take issue with it?
well, no, I was thinking to myself, should I be thinking that too?
Because I mean, sometimes I get a bee in my bonnet, and I see everything through one filter, I guess.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Uh-huh. Well, and like you said, Curtis does often fall into he like that's the lane he likes to ride in.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, you have a point. I think his intentions were good, but I think yeah, he
Yes,
probably
yes.
could have shown Stella a little more respect.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just think it's I don't know. And then they made her look kind of like that deer in the headlights look like. Is
Yeah.
that wrong? That was wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Uh-huh.
You didn't
Yeah.
have to play it that way,
Right, right, and Alexis kinda kept looking at her like, "Stella," like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" And, I don't know. Yeah.
I just felt like it was a little demeaning all around
Mhm,
to
mhm.
that character that
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know. But
Yeah. The part that I liked about that storyline, which surprised me a little bit, like, okay, so Drew thinks he's gonna get Martin to sign the witness statement, right? He thinks he's powerful enough and holds enough over Martin that he'll do exactly what he wants him to do. And
yeah.
and I was afraid that Martin was gonna cave, and I was afraid that when he, like, tried to strike a deal with Drew, that Drew was gonna, like, act like, "Okay, I'll lift the
And then worm his
investigation,"
way out of it or something.
or
Yeah.
something, yeah, but I was so glad that Martin stood his ground. That was
Yeah,
such a
that was
relief to
nice.
me,
That was
you
very nice,
know?
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because usually, like, they paint him as an ambulance chaser,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
or it's just money above all, and it was so nice to see that he was loyal to Stella, he felt like he owed her, and then he went right to her, as soon
Yeah.
as he
Yeah.
figured out what Drew had done. That was all so nice to me.
It was nice, and it was very satisfying when he like dropped the pen and
Yeah,
didn't sign it.
yeah,
It was like,
so sad, and to watch
yes.
everybody sorta see that
Yeah.
he what he had done. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that was
yeah.
nice. So we got some satisfaction here and there, I feel like.
Yes, we did. We did. And Drew's
That's what
got I
she
mean
said.
Oh, it's been a while, Gia.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you have to control yourself for this first
No,
36
to
minutes,
be
or you forgot?
honestly, I've forgotten about it until just now. That's how my memory works. So, but now it's back in the mix. So
Mm.
let's
All right,
watch out.
everybody.
Watch out.
If you have to
Has
leave now,
have
we
you and your
understand.
daughter been using that since I left, or did that just die with
I
me?
think that died with you, Gia.
And that's probably
I'm
okay.
I'm
We went a
fine
little
with that.
overboard. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. But where were we? Okay. So I was going to say that Drew now has so many people who have pissed him off that he needs to get even with. I don't know how is he going to focus, He wants to
Yeah,
destroy everybody.
and and everybody wants to destroy him. So it feels like it's
Yes.
gonna reach some pinnacle at some point.
I
And
think so. Like Nina seeing him hugging Willow, I think probably just about pushed her over the edge, especially
yeah,
like hot
yeah,
on the heels of Carly telling her this is all her fault.
right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and she'll probably come up with some cockamamie scheme that won't work.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Some sort of Lucy and Ethel scheme that'll
Oh,
backfire.
yeah.
And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
poor well-meaning Nina.
I know. I
She's a
know.
very sympathetic character, I think.
She's one of the really good, complicated characters who's totally flawed, but you still root for her.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely
Yeah, and
for me
that's that.
anyway.
Yeah, that's tough to write, and I think that's
It
tough to
is.
act a character like that.
It is. And I think pairing her up with Ava was a good idea because
Oh,
Ava
so
is
good.
kind of similar like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think there probably are a lot of people that don't don't like Ava, like feel like
Mm-hmm.
Ava's morals are too far
Uh-huh.
gone to
Yeah.
sympathize with her.
Uh-huh.
But I sympathize with her. Um,
I know you do. And she does enough good things that I think it's hard to write her off as a bad person, you know.
yeah, well, you have to forget about the murder, but
The murders,
the,
sure, sure.
the
Yeah.
murder and what she did to Morgan and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
that was terrible, of course. That was
yeah,
very, very bad, and I think that was her fault. I think there's no getting around it. That was her
yeah,
fault. But
yeah.
yeah, but maybe I guess it's the question is if you've is there a point where you've done too many bad things to be redeemable
I don't know. And there's that whole thing where people, that do you judge people by the
by their
worst moment
worst?
of their,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Like,
If
well,
it's
if their worst is murder
murder,
or baby
probably.
spinning or, yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard to.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
mean, soap operas, of course, are extremes, so
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
most people don't commit murders, you know.
Or everybody has. So how harshly
Oh,
can
that's
you
true
judge
on the
one
show.
person? You
Everybody,
know,
yeah, yeah, pretty
they've
much
either
everybody has, yeah.
murdered somebody or stolen a
Or,
baby or spun a
or
baby.
yeah, or
And
killed, even if it's self-defense. But we've got
yeah,
fair amount of killing
yeah,
going on. But
fair amount of killing.
interestingly, a lot of the deaths don't stick.
Well,
You know,
because nobody misses them. Oh,
yeah.
or the people wake up, or is
Oh,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
that's what I
They
mean. Yeah, they
reappear.
don't.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they come
yeah,
back. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
yeah.
So maybe that's why nobody's really torn up about the people they've killed because they figure they'll come back.
They'll come wandering back into town. Anyway, okay. So did we get all of Wednesday?
No, not even close.
Oh my
Let's see.
God. Okay.
Well, before we go a little further, what you were just saying about the baby spinning and everything, like when Drew was like bent on getting the kids back for Willow and all of, like acting like it's just a matter of figuring out how. He's so determined that he can do it. But what he doesn't know is that Willow is a baby spinner. So, that might sort
Well,
of
do you think that would affect his? I mean, he's like he
he
crosses every line.
no,
Like, would
he
he?
wouldn't care, but as soon as, like, they have proof that that's what Willow had done, no matter what sort of, maneuvers he's put into place to get the kids back, I think that's gonna destroy his efforts, don't you think?
Oh, I thought you meant it would give him pause if he knew
No, no,
that.
no.
Oh, okay.
Once upon a
Okay.
time, I think when we had wasn't there, like, one day where he kind of
There
looks
was a
sort of
moment where he something connected, and he looked at her like,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Like, well, she said she was someplace and she wasn't or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
and
Yeah.
he suspected something, but yeah,
Yeah.
would that matter to him? I don't know. He's so nothing seems to matter to
No,
him.
yeah, I don't think that would matter to him. I just think, like if they have like some sort of like actual proof that she did it, whatever he does is going to be just,
Right,
made
right, yeah, and that's going to
moot.
be a heart wrenching thing. Like, is Michael going to come forward with that
Yeah, yeah.
information? Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one.
It is.
Um,
That's a tricky one. Yeah,
it is a tricky one.
that's a moral and ethical like pudding there.
Pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, a couple of small little like two-person interactions that were fun.
All right.
Um one was different. It wasn't like lovely, but it was Drew and Geo at the pool. When Drew like thought they could bond over like, distancing
The
themselves from the quarter
main.
mains.
Yeah, yeah,
And Geo's like, these are all the things you've done, pal. I don't think we have
yeah,
anything in common, and
yeah, yeah.
I like that. I like somebody
Yep.
sticking it to Drew.
Geo just shut him down. Yep.
Shut him down. Yep. Let's see. We also had Anna and Felicia had a nice little moment when Felicia was really feeling like she wanted to break down, but had to be strong for everybody else. And Anna sort of said, "No, none of those people are here right now." I thought that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
nice. That was good, Anna.
Poor
Good
Felicia.
Anna.
Yeah, Anna has been good. I shouldn't pick so much on Anna. Just
Well, she's not great at her job, but as a
she. I
person,
just keep picturing her trying to get Peter and missing like
yeah.
within like
You know, like maybe Joss could take her to the range and tell her,
Yeah.
like, okay, you hold the gun like this.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay to
And then
use your other hand to
I
steady it.
find it helpful to squint a little bit when I have crack shot that Joss. But yeah, no, that was a nice scene. And then we had another nice scene. Was that yesterday? That Emma and Gio at the
Yeah,
pool.
yeah, yeah, that was yesterday too. Yeah, that was nice
That was so
also.
lovely. They're such
Mhm.
lovely friends. Do you think they're gonna be romantic at any point, or are we gonna just get a friendship between a
Um,
guy and a gal?
I
And what do you
I
want?
what do they're all good questions. Um, I can't imagine the writers resisting the temptation to have them become a couple. I don't know if that's what I want because like you said, this friendship is so nice
It's so nice.
and
Yeah.
it's refreshing to have such a good male-female friendship without
Yeah.
anything else, you know? So,
I
I would
know.
like yeah, I'd like this to go on for a while, just this friendship, and really get, like imagine if they really became, like, really, really good friends, like, they knew each other's secrets and everything, you know? I mean, they're halfway there, but I think that
Yeah,
would
they're
be
just
great.
so sweet and supportive with each other, and
Mhm.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be great. I wouldn't mind it if they resisted the need to make them a couple.
Me too, because
Um,
it seems like that's when things start to, like, fall apart, you know?
yeah, yeah.
So,
Anyway,
yeah,
but that was a sweet scene.
very sweet. Oh, and I think you mentioned a little bit before, we had some really great movement, like, with adversaries, like Liesl and Lulu, when
Right, that
Liesl
was
came
today.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
when she came over, and kinda helped, break the news to the kids, that was nice, and
Yeah,
Lulu that was such a great sort of, like, organic way, I think, for those 2 to sort of find a way to be civil with each other, you know?
maybe the writers had seen that, like, everybody has reached their breaking point with this version of
Yeah,
Lulu, like, they're like,
yeah,
"Oh my god."
mhm.
Um, so and they probably maybe they were just like, "Hold on, people, hold on. Wait till you
We
see
have
what
an
we're gonna
idea.
do. We got this idea. It's about
Yeah,
Maxie." 'Cause that
yep,
the Maxie thing was the catalyst also for she and Brook Lynn, um,
exactly,
to break
yes.
ground. I hate that when they do I know this is classic soap opera, but
Mhm,
so Brooklyn goes over to speak to Lulu and
mhm, mhm.
Lulu speaks first, and they keep showing Brooklyn's face, and it looks like she's disagreeing
Right, like she's not gonna be
initially.
able to do what
Yeah.
they're supposed to
And
do
but
here,
there it's
yeah.
just classic soap stuff because we know that,
Yeah,
like, why do
yeah,
they feel the need to do that?
I know, I know. I like it when they fast forward past that bullshit, you know, or like edit
Yeah.
it out like they did with like Martin going right to Stella, you know, and telling her what
Right, right.
you
Like,
know.
what is that? Subverting our expectations? Go ahead and subvert
Yeah.
our expectations for
Yeah.
once, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, cuz I don't think anybody gains anything from those 60 seconds
I
of
don't
like,
think
"Oh
so
my
either,
god,
and then they
what's
go to
happening?"
commercial and,
Yeah. We're
like
going to stick around. We're going to show up after the commercial. You don't have to worry.
yeah, like, we're in, man. We are all
We're
in.
so in.
Um,
Yeah, but,
a
yeah,
little
that was
pathetic how bad we're in, but
it is, isn't it?
but we're having a good time. We hope you're having a good time. We're having a good
Yeah,
time.
that's what this is
Um,
all about. Yeah, but I really liked the conversation Liesl and Lulu had, you know,
I know, I like Liesl so much, and
yeah.
she's also a murderer, right?
Sure, sure.
Is she? I can't even remember.
I think she must be.
I think she must be. Um,
Uh,
yeah, I can't I mean, I know she's a torturer, right? Because she tortured Peter. That was Peter
Peter.
again, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
She
of
tortured
course.
Peter for a good long
Yeah,
time in that misery,
yeah.
mock-up thing they had going on.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
but yeah, when she's, like, being her best Liesl, she's again, it's like
Mhm,
Tracy or something.
mhm. Yeah, yeah.
It's this
Mhm,
depth of empathy that, um,
mhm.
I don't know, it's just so lovely to see, and, yeah, and they both kinda, like, slowed down and were careful with each other.
Mhm, mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe this means like the veil has been lifted from Lulu's brain and she's
Yeah, maybe she's realizing a little bit more about what's important and,
yeah.
grudges. She's just been wasting so much time, with these
Yeah.
grudges.
I don't know why
Um
she seems shocked about the idea of coma. It's like, don't you know a lot about coma? Like, didn't you Google stuff about comas when you came out of your coma? Like after effects of coma. Like even just the AI write up about comas might be helpful.
She doesn't know what AI is. She just came out of a coma.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she seemed kind of like, oh, coma. Like what? Like that was the first thing everybody's thinking. Like she's going into.
Yeah,
When is it a
yeah.
coma? Is it a matter of timing?
Uh, it must be are also having to do with, like, with how you're functioning, I would think. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
Let's
But
Google it. What
oh, geez.
defines? You bring up another plot point or whatever
Okay.
and get us
Okay.
going.
Let's see. Oh, well, we also had a nice, I guess I'm skipping back a little bit. We had a nice conversation between Mac and Cody. That was another good
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah,
Cody was
yeah,
Cody was very, very sweet and easy to feel
yeah.
for
And
throughout.
we seem to have some movement on like this has sort of brought him to a decision. Like it sounds like he might be no longer going to do the Ava seduction and
Yeah, yeah, right.
now why he was being sort of cold to Molly I wasn't quite clear on.
I think that was just supposed to be him completely preoccupied with the Maxie thing, I think.
Oh,
Although
okay.
wasn't Molly sort of mean to him the last time they
She had
saw each
been,
other?
but yeah.
So maybe he just felt like if, maybe he was afraid she was gonna do more of that. I don't know. I don't know. I kinda wanted him to be a little nicer to her, but,
All right. Do you
I
want to
don't
hear
know.
all this coma stuff or?
Sure, sure, go ahead, yeah.
It's a state of prolonged unconsciousness from which a person cannot be awakened and is unresponsive to stimuli like pain
Uh,
or light,
uh-huh.
characterized by a lack of awareness of oneself and the
Mhm.
environment. I feel like that's me on every
Yeah,
day,
so we're in a coma. That
Yeah.
explains a lot.
Yeah. And the inability to
Look
respond
at
normally to
us,
stimuli.
still trying to
Again,
do a
yeah.
podcast. Wow.
Essentially, the individual is deeply asleep and cannot be aroused.
Mhm,
Um, defining feature is that inability to wake up even with strong stimulation. So, I mean, isn't she in
mhm.
a coma already?
Seems like it. Maybe
Uh,
it does have, as you said, prolonged state or something, so maybe if it's just been a day or 2, that's too soon to
so
call it a
no sleep wake cycle. There's no
Mhm.
discernible.
Uh-huh, okay.
They have
So maybe
varying depths.
Mhm. Hmm. Alright.
Comas in some individuals exhibiting minimal responsiveness or even
Mhm.
having periods of alertness, a vegetative
Mhm.
state. Oh.
Mhm. Okay.
There's a Glasgow, is that how you say it? The
Yeah,
city?
yeah,
Glasgow?
the scale.
Yeah, you know this?
'Cause they always mention that in ER. They
Oh,
call it what is it? Like the G
GCS, Glasgow
yeah,
Coma Scale,
yeah.
tool used to assess the depth of a coma, with lower scores indicating a deeper coma. So if they
Okay.
bring that up on hospital, I'm going to be so impressed.
Yeah,
How long
yeah.
is considered a coma? Lasts for more than a few hours. I'd say she's already in the coma
Oh,
then.
yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, probably right. Okay, okay.
Mm. I think I was in a coma in college a few times, but
I think so too. You, not me.
I know. I apologize to my parents many times for all the money they spent putting me through
Oh,
college.
dear, dear, but it
I mean,
got you here.
I was work study for a while, so I helped.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
you
help,
did. You did. Yeah.
but
Okay.
anyway,
Alright.
anyway. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
I got distracted. What else you got?
Okay. Well, we have a little of the whole Rick Elizabeth thing, and now, of course,
Yeah.
Ava wants to let him know or let Elizabeth know that he's not working pro bono.
What is Okay, so Ava a while back told Alexis that she just needs that one more
Yeah.
um one
Yeah.
more payment, one more blackmail
Right.
payment. And then Rick
Mhm.
told her the same thing
Yeah.
today, and Alexis
Yeah.
acted like somehow this was good news. Did you
Yeah.
understand any of that? That was all pikeman to me.
That's
I was like,
There's
I know
your
I'm supposed to be
T-shirt.
following this. Yeah.
That's all pikeman to me.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
may get it, but
Yeah, I was kinda right there with you. I thought I didn't really wanna put in the energy to figure out what that was about, but I guess she's thinking that they're both at the end of their rope if they're both thinking they're only gonna take one more payment and then what? Like, stop this thing? Like, go their separate ways? I don't know,
so maybe
but
Alexis was just happy that they're both kind of at the end of it, or
I
I didn't
guess.
know what it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know why they would just end it or why Rick would just end it. He doesn't realize that Ava's sort of playing him,
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
guess. Or maybe
I
he wants to end it because he thinks he's got a chance with Elizabeth and he
Elizabeth.
won't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'm
But
disappointed that she's letting him
yeah, I
worm
know.
his way back in, and
Me too. Me too. That's not good. That's not a good idea.
not good. That's not good, man.
No,
Um,
sir. No.
and it'll come back to bite him, the pro bono thing, of course, and
Mhm. I think so.
um, and maybe
Yeah.
she'll see the light. I don't know, or maybe he'd be good for her. I have no idea, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not
I'm not
feeling it.
feeling it either. No, I can't imagine he'd be good for her.
It feels yucky a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, right. She needs something fresh.
Yeah, yeah. Why do we have to keep recycling all these
We
little?
really don't have to, I don't think. I mean, Rick can
Yeah,
stick around. He can stay in town and still be
yeah.
a
We need more
guy.
lawyers. Yeah.
We need more lawyers, yeah.
What did you think of the Molly's little delusion there where she went off into her romance novel?
Yeah, well, I at
Do you like
first
that?
I don't like that. I don't like the way you asked that. The first time it came up when she was, like, speaking in her Southern accent and everything, it was a little jarring to me because we had so many intense things going on, and I
Oh
guess
yeah, yeah.
it's a good sort of contrast, I guess. Um I don't know. I don't mind it. I like that she's writing again. I think that's kind of fun. I don't know why she's not telling people that that's what she's
Yeah,
working on.
because she didn't used to hide it, did she?
No,
I don't really
no,
remember clearly, but I don't think she was hiding it back in the day.
I don't think
But
so either. I mean, who had she just told that she wrote books before?
well, her family knew, and she
Yeah,
mentioned to them, didn't she? But she seems to be hiding it from them too. Like Molly,
yeah,
I mean, Christina came in and she was, and then she was like, my
right,
brief,
right.
my, and it's like,
Yeah,
why are you hiding it from her? I didn't understand.
I didn't
Um,
understand either. That that seemed like an unnecessary little
well,
detail
you
or
didn't ask, but
choice.
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Uh-huh.
I like a little whimsical moment,
Yeah,
and
yeah, uh-huh.
I like that we get to see. This is kind of. I mean, they're being a little clunky with it, but it's a way to
Mhm.
reveal a little bit more about this character's personality. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I think that's a good point, and that's how they should be using it, really, I think, to just sort of, really show what she thinks and who she is and what
yeah,
she yeah,
and
yeah,
she just had such a heavy storyline with the baby
yeah.
stuff, and
Mhm, mhm.
and so maybe
Yeah.
a little lighter fare for her. And
Mhm.
she has a good. She also has a little bit of a comic flair. This actor, I think she can
Yeah,
probably.
I think so too. Yeah. Mhm. Hmm.
So I wouldn't mind more of that. It's probably fun
Mhm.
for him.
Yeah, I would think so. Yep. Yeah. I liked how she, told Michael she thought she had feelings for
Yeah, that was
Cody.
funny. She just blurts it out.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of refreshing. That was another thing that you didn't expect, like, to really happen, you know?
Yeah. Did you expect to see Cody shirtless with the hay?
I didn't. Is that why you
No.
liked that?
No, I didn't like that because that's just not realistic. You're gonna be itchy and feel bad, you know?
Feel yeah. Yeah,
I just thought
that's
that was
true.
gratuitous, and
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
he gets paid extra for that kind of
for working with straw.
for shirtless, yeah.
Mhm,
Although I think that
mhm.
was hay, actually.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We've had this conversation. I'll have to watch again, but I think it was a hay bale. Do you like that I correct you?
I don't even know why I said straw.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
No,
I thought you were sort
I'll
of
let you
dividing it into
know.
flakes, and so I think it was
Mhm.
probably hay.
Yeah, hay sounds good to me, Gia. I'll take hay.
Hay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, I guess we've covered a lot of stuff. I mean, yeah, I think the highlight for me mostly was all the nice little vignettes, all the little
Yeah, the
cute
little
people. Yeah.
yeah friendship
Mhm.
scenes and
Yeah,
um
yeah.
I like this. See, sometimes I like a classic soapy trope like Nina going into
Mhm.
the pool. That was funny.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
You
Uh,
know there's going to be a big blonde cat fight when those two get together.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I also like that I don't think Nina's gonna make a federal case out of it, right? She's not gonna like try
No,
to
she's just
like
back at the pool, and yeah,
yeah,
that's just being Carly.
like
Yeah.
yeah, she knew the risks.
Yeah.
you know. But it would
Yeah.
be interesting also now that she is like even more afraid of what's going on with Willow, like who is she going to try to rally around her?
Right. I don't know. Curtis again, or I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I mean, Curtis has got to be now that he knows Drew was lying when he said he wanted a truce.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. He's gonna be mad, extra mad too. Yeah.
extra mad. Drew doesn't know, or is Drew going to assume that Martin is going to spill the beans about the Stella thing? He
I
must. He
would
must.
think so. He must think
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he'll know that Curtis is coming for him.
Knows about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um
We shall
yeah.
see.
We shall see.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good stuff. Pretty good couple days, I think.
Yeah. A lot. I mean, because there was so much stuff happening in Port Charles that was interesting that I almost didn't miss the Brit stuff going on over in Croatia, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but we'll probably get back there tomorrow, I would think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
All right. All right.
So
Well, thanks for taking notes. That did help.
did it help?
I think it kept us on track a little bit better, a little bit.
Maybe. I mean, I can't say that I'm gonna do this very often.
All right.
I just
It requires a lot of discipline, so
it
we're all
does, it
duly
does.
impressed with you.
Thank you, Gia. I think I also know that my brain is not like, it's
Yeah,
not
mine
setting the
just kind
world
of
on
retains.
fire.
Yeah, mine just retains like maybe the last 10 minutes of today, and that's
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. So, and I didn't wanna I wanted to make sure we acknowledge some of the nice moments, you
All
know?
right. Well, good job. Good job.
Th
Maybe I'll
Thanks.
try it next time.
Okay, no
Maybe.
pressure, no pressure, you know?
You have to up my pay.
Okay.
All right. I think we did
Gee.
it then. Should we just
We
thank our listeners for
let's just thank them. I think we got everybody
yeah.
home from work, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. And
Mhm.
we appreciate you all for listening. We'll hope you're
We
laughing
do.
and having a good time like we are, and
Yep, yep.
we'll
Hope
see you in
so.
a few days.
Yeah, okay, Gio, you have a good night.
Okay, you too. See ya.
Okay, bye.